My goodness, it is hotter than Hades today. Yep, it's hotter than Hades, but whatever. Okay, so, Merry Meet everybody, it's Raven here. I'm gonna wait and see if I get more subscribers. I tried doing it during the middle of the day for once instead of at night or like later in the night. I should schedule these kind of things. This is Q&A, episode 1. I will be answering questions and whatnot. First, I want to wait for people to get on. Oh my goddess, it's hot. It's hotter than hell. Hades or whatever. My little fluorite, my beautiful fluorite. I wish my choker didn't break, but it's whatever. Okay, so I got one person. Hi. Merry meet. Okay, so I'm going to be going on first. I'm going to be answering a few questions that I had subscribers ask on my channel before on a few videos. When I asked for suggestions for ideas. First one, what was the question? I should have pulled up my laptop. Was something about dealing with anxiety and stress levels. I think is what it was. Don't mind the fan. I need to turn this on. I try not doing that for this, but it's hot. I can't do this. Anyway, so it was about dealing with anxiety and stress. Now, myself, I have high anxiety, mostly because I'm a freaking empath. So being around so many people for too long periods of time will cause me to have severe anxiety. The only way that I can deal with it, especially when I'm at work, I have to walk away. I have to get away from everybody, in my opinion. I have to go breathe and go count down back from 10, or I'll say earth, air, fire, water. I don't know why that helps me, but it does. Or, what was the other chant? Earth is my body, water is my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. I chant that to myself, and it does calm me down. Now, for like general just anxiety, my recommendation, if you're a caffeine drinker, I would try to reduce how much caffeine, which I have no room to talk because I drink energy drinks like a motherfucker. Because caffeine does trigger anxiety in people. So does cigarettes. But not really. The withdrawal symptoms from smoking can cause anxiety. I smoke so I can help me with my anxiety. I also smoke herb, if you get my point. I smoke that stuff sometimes, but not at work, obviously. So magical ways to treat anxiety. You can carry amethyst around with you. You can carry fluorites, labradorites, any grounding stones, hematites, smoky quartz. All those crystals will help ground you and keep your mind cleared. And just meditation in general, like doing daily meditation, daily exercise, whatever it is you want to do, will help with anxiety tremendously. Now, the next question I remember seeing was about how do I incorporate astrology into my craft? That's like a big thing. Astrology plays a huge part in my craft because I've been studying astrology before I discovered I was a witch. So, astrology, I, of course, use my chart, my own personal natal chart, and my own progressed charts to map out energies for the day or that month, or planning when to do certain spells and work with certain types of energies. If you can use... Huh? What do you mean by that question? It's, you asked if you can use rosemary or lavender essential oils? Oh, for anxiety? Is that what you meant by that? Hold on, why is it not showing all the questions? Hold on. Trying to get it to... Oh, here we are. Okay, what the Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Okay, now the messages are... I couldn't see the damn messages for a minute. If you can use essential oils, rosemary or lavender. Yeah, like I was saying, were you meant for anxiety for rosemary and lavender? Because it wasn't showing the damn message for a second. Like, yeah, you could use rosemary and lavender definitely for anxiety, because rosemary is used for clearing the mind, and lavender is for relaxation, so you can use those. But of course, don't put directly on your skin unless you use a mixture of almond oil. Oh, okay. See, I didn't get the message for a few seconds. It didn't show up. I'm sorry about that confusion. Thank you. Which I use lavender a lot. I have lavender and peppermint. I use peppermint for anxiety too. What was I stating? Thank you, Danny. Anyway, back to astrology. So I use my own personal chart and my own ascendant, my descendant, planetary rulers to determine what type of magic I'm going to try to plan out. But of course, I don't always wait for a certain moon phase or a certain planetary alignment. I just prefer to work with those type of energies at certain times, or even with my craft to when I do tarot readings, I incorporate astrology into it, my knowledge of signs, depict a significator card based on their ascendant sign or their sun sign. I use that for clients when they ask me to do spells for them or like advice. I will figure out their astrology sign and it helps me understand them psychologically a little more. So I use it a lot, actually. Okay, so I got 2 people. Hi, everyone. If you want to shoot any questions, go ahead and I'll answer it. It's what this is, the Q&A. It is hotter than fucking balls. What city do I live in? I live in Lorain, Ohio. Lorain. Isn't that just a magical city? Just shithole. But yeah, I live in Lorain, Ohio. Wish I could live somewhere else because I hate this damn place. Not because it's like not really bad, it's just there's not a lot of job opportunities out here. Oh, sweet. Cool, you live in Ohio. Sweet. Columbus. I think if I've been out there. I think I've actually been out there before for a few drag shows, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I performed there. I went out there to watch a few drag shows. And a pageant before, too. Because I know Columbus got a big drag scene out there, so... This is the thing I hate about Ohio. It can be freaking 6:30 in the morning. It can be winter weather. Then 2 hours later, it'll be summer weather. And then back to fall, back to winter. Ohio is the most annoying state sometimes with the weather. Now, it is the truth. It is the truth. I wish it would just be fall already. I'm tired of this. If everybody knows me, I don't like the summer. I hate being sweaty and sticky. I don't like stinking. What's my favorite elements? I would have to straight off say off the bat, Earth. I know it's stereotypical because I'm a Taurus, but Earth because I work with a lot of crystals. I work with a lot of herbs. And cooking. I do a lot of cooking. Thoughts on daily practice I can keep on during depression phase. Like, ooh, see, that, I know that shit. I know how that is. It's very difficult to keep up with daily practice when you're in a depressive state, because when you're in a depressive state, you don't want to do shit. You just want to lay down all day. You just want to sleep. So, obviously, when you're depressed, you're not going to want to get up and do full-blown rituals constantly. You can do something simple such as reciting chants or prayers to yourself during your depression. Simply light a candle. Try to think. Go outside to go hang out with people, even though I know it's very difficult to do that. Try to keep your energy uplifted. For daily practices, just do chants. You don't have to do full-blown rituals. Just light a candle. Light one candle every day. Say a prayer or chant every day to it until you're out of that depressive state. Because, like I said, it's very hard to do full-blown rituals and full everything when your energies are low and your mind's not in the correct place for it. That's what I usually do, because I do have bipolar disorder, so I do have days, sometimes weeks, where I'm completely depressed. I am mopey. I don't want to do anything. So I try to just light a candle at least and do a chant or prayer at least once a day. Goddess. I keep saying it, but I really wish this damn weather would go away. Yeah, bipolar disorder, it has its pros and it has its cons. The only pros I can think of with bipolar disorder is that we're very creative. We're very, when we are manic, we can become very motivated, even though we might do stupid shit. But we do have a creative process when we are manic. And usually people who I meet that have bipolar disorder, they're very extremely creative individuals. They have like really out the box ideas. What tradition do you practice? Merry meet. Merry meet. What tradition? I am eclectic, so I don't follow a certain tradition. When I first started Wicca, I was following, I think it was Gardnerian I started out with. Then I was practicing Tamarin Wicca, which is like Egyptian Wicca. Then I even went to, what the hell was it called? I even was doing fairy tradition for a while, but I just don't like a full-blown structured tradition. I like to pull from many different practices, different religions, and different traditions of witchcraft and put it into my own, which I've had problems with the community. I've gotten into arguments with people because I've been told people don't understand why Wiccans do that a lot. It annoys people for some reason, but I don't really care because it's my path. But yeah, I'm eclectic, so I pull from many different traditions and different inspirations. The main cultures or things I draw things from are Egyptian, Greek, Hindu, a little bit of Voodoo. I pull into my practice. Only a tad little pinch of Catholicism in there, tad pinch. But that's in a little bit of Buddhism, which Buddhism is kind of conflicting with Wicca because they have very different goals. But I don't see the same goals as Buddhism. I see the practice, like the meditations, the chants, the quotes, the sayings, and whatnot. So, my leg's falling asleep. I need to find like a little beanbag chair or something. So I usually always do my videos in here because the lighting is better in here. For some damn reason, there's no lights in the bedrooms of these apartments, so you have to have a lamp. And my fan's in here, so that's why I'm in here. I think after I'm done drinking this, I'm gonna go brew me up some peppermint tea. Trying to think what else to talk about. Trying to think what else. Favorite tarot deck? Okay, that's a good question. My favorite two, I'm like stuck between two, I can't just pick one, is either the Thoth Tarot or the Deviant Moon Tarot are my two favorites. Hold on, come on, show the messages. Okay, so, what the hell? No, three. I have three decks. I can't just pick one. I have the Medieval Scapini, the Thoth Tarot, and the Deviant Moon. Those are my three top favorite decks to work with. If I had to pick one, it would probably be the Medieval Scapini. My relationship with Cyrus, it's going great. We're actually going to be getting married next year in October. I'm trying to aim for October 31st. Most of the time, we're always at work, so that's a plus. It prevents a lot of fighting because neither one of us are home half the time because he works two jobs. I just got a second job, so I work two jobs, so we do spend as much time together as possible when we do have days off if we're not sleeping. Because you know how it is when you work too many hours. You finally get a damn day off. You're like, I'm gonna get all this shit done. I'm gonna do this. No, you just end up falling asleep all damn day. Like today, I just woke up not too long ago. I did clean up a little bit. You know what I mean? I do go to work today, but I don't go to freaking work till midnight. Basically, all we're doing at my job is we're closing down the place and doing a deep cleaning because we have inspection tomorrow. So we have to. So yay, I get to be scrubbing all the counters and all the tables and the walls all night. How fun is that? Not. Oh, that's a good one. My thoughts on modern witchcraft, computers, electric cauldrons. My thing is, I don't see a problem with it because I know there are some people who are hardcore traditionalist. Because really, electricity is energy, so I don't see the problem with it. Because I personally, I do have 2 copies of my Book of Shadows. I have a physical one, and then I have one on my computer. I do use electronic oil diffusers in my crafts, even on my main altar sometimes. It really, to me, if you feel it is right for you and your intuition, go for it. I have no problem against it. I still do like to light candles and stuff. As long as we don't completely replace everything in the craft, like candles, books, and stuff like that, with all technology, I don't have a problem with it. But now if we start completely replacing candles, books, everything, we replace all that, then it's a problem for me. But other than that, I don't care. Because I know I use technology a lot. We're entering a technology-ridden era where they're making a shit ton of advances in technology and stuff like that, so I don't see why we wouldn't be using technology. Who are your patrons or spirits you work with regularly? The current deities, I work with quite a few from different pantheons. Like I said, it's mostly Greek and Egypt. The main ones, which I need to make some more damn space in this apartment. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have a lot of space here to build a bunch of shrines because it's a tiny little 1-bedroom apartment, and I have to be mindful of Cyrus's. He needs space for his stuff too. So the main ones I work with are Isis, Osiris, Kali Ma, Apollo, Hades. My matron and patron, the ones that I'm working with the most, which are on my main altar at the moment, are Anubis and Hecate. Like, for patron part, I've always had like trouble connecting with male deities, and I don't know why. I always have a very hard time connecting with male gods in general, but Anubis, for the past month or two, I would say 3 months, has been pushing and pushing for me to work with him. He's been visiting me in my dreams. He's been all kinds of things. So Anubis is the main god I'm working with. Hecate is my matron, and she's going to stay my matron forever. I have a tattoo of her too. Hecate's wheel. So those are the main two. Hold on. I don't know why it doesn't keep the messages up. It just shows up. Would you ever use LED candles, or will you always use wax candles? I love making wax candles with my own essential oils and herbs. Now, that's like one part of modern technology. I will never, ever use electronic candles. One, they're not bright enough, and it kind of takes the feeling of the magic, for me at least. I would never use LED candles. I can't fucking stand them. I hate them. Even with outside of craft, I will never use LED candles. I like old candles. Yeah, he was persistent. Very, very persistent with me. The only other deity who was that persistent with me when they were calling me was, of course, Hecate too. So I'm like, screw it. I'll work with you. Let's do this. Because the way he contacted me, it's weird. I would have a lot of dreams about the underworld. I'd have dreams about mummification, the dead, zombies, all kinds of creepy shit. I would have weird dreams. And then I would also keep seeing dogs everywhere. anytime I watch a witchcraft video, Anubis would appear, or even in video games, there would be some kind of mention of Anubis. I was like, okay, I get the damn picture. Oh my god, I had to keep hitting this button to see the messages. Lilith is my matron goddess, and Set and Lucifer are my patron gods. Oh, sweet. I have a few friends who work with Lilith. Books worth buying for intermediate witches. I wouldn't recommend any of the Wiccan ones because a lot of people bash those authors. What is the name of the book? The one book that I'm currently still reading because I'm lazy as fuck, which is a really good book, is the Witch's Book of Power by, fuck my life, what's his name? It's the Witch's Book of Power. I can't remember the name of the author. Who the hell is that? Okay, so sorry, someone sent me a weird message on Facebook. I don't even know who the person is. The Witch's Book of Power, I cannot remember the name of the author, is a really good one. The Encyclopedia of 5,000 Spells by Judika Isles is a really good one. The, if you like Christian Day, I don't really care for him, but his book is good. The Witch's Book of the Dead is a good book. Shit. Nocturnal Witchcraft by Constantinos is a good book. And then, of course, Raylan's Book of Witchcraft, which that's a staple. Hold on, the message will show like for a second and then disappear. It was me on Facebook. Oh, okay, I didn't know who the hell that was for a second. I'll check it in a minute or two and when I get off. Because I was like, who the hell is that? Because I do get a lot of people who I do not know messaging me, especially on my drag profile. I'll have people messaging me on there, then try hitting on me, so, or getting in my pants. Fake news, CNN. I voted for Trump. Good for you. Do you want a cookie? No, Imhotep, get away from the window. Who the hell just wrote on there, I voted for Trump? If you voted for Trump, you can please and kindly leave my channel. I do not support Trump. Oh, damn it. Then, if you're a Trump supporter, why the hell you want a gay man's channel in the first place? That makes no sense to me. Oh, wait. That reminds me, too. Before I do leave the video, no. So let's explain that in here, so I'll make that a separate video for that. Explaining about some things. You can see that I don't support Trump by the way I look. No, I'm not going to block him. I'm just going to let them wander into our free space here. I changed my mind. You can stay. Oh, that's the name of the fake news CNN. What the fuck? So you're one of those channels who report that the CNN and all these other news channels are lying about Trump and all this other shit. Let's get into... Hold on. You know what? I am going to get political real quick for a second. Because I do not like the fact that you Trump supporters were continuously saying that the left is lying, blah, blah, blah. They're full of shit and lying. When I don't see that, I don't see that it's lying because I can straight up see the Trump administration is not supportive of the LGBT community, even though you all state you are, you're not. Trying to ban transgender from the military, trying to... make transgender people out to all be pedophiles and rapists. So I don't support Trump. I don't support the Trump administration. As a matter of fact, I just don't support the Republican Party, period. And I'm with Danny, I'm with you. I am supporting for Trump to be impeached and out of office. I know. I just said that. I was like, I'm with you. I'm support of him being out of the office. So 2020, I will be getting 100% involved in politics because I've about had it. But anyway, moving on. Why are you Trump supporters on a witchcraft channel? I don't understand that shit. I really don't. But anyway, moving on. That's what I was about to say. What's with the trolling? But anyway, because that's just how they are. A lot of people on the right side. Probably not. You're right. But like I said, the Trump side, they'll always want to troll people who are liberals or independents. They're always going to come after people like us. They're always going to. They don't like freedom. They don't like people having piercings and tattoos or against feminism. So it's whatever. Let them troll. Let them be who they are. All we know is that we are who we are and we're not going to change. So anyway. So Facebook a while ago, I think it was like back in June, I did come out as bisexual. I'm not just gay. I'm bi. So good for you. You can get a cookie. Congratulations. Anyway, moving on. What can I say? I came out as bisexual. For years, I struggled with my sexuality. I thought I was 100% gay, but I find myself still having attraction towards females, so I am bisexual. And being bisexual, this is like a huge misconception with people. That means you want to do 3-ways, you want to do all this other shit. No, I don't. I'm not opposed to 3-ways. I've done 3-ways before, which is a little TMI, but I have. I've been a little bit of a freak in the past, but I am bisexual. I do have attraction to male and females, but I'll always have more attraction to men than I will with women. I always have and always will. I also came out not too long ago as non-binary, which I know you Trump supporters on here are going to flip your shit over that. Non-binary means I don't necessarily view myself as necessarily 100% male or 100% female. I am not one of those non-binaries, which kudos to you if you do identify as they or them. I just will never personally say that. I don't care if I'm identified as male, he, she, you can call me whatever you want. I don't feel attacked or offended by that. Especially when I'm in drag or wearing makeup, I get mistaken as a girl sometimes, which that's fine because sometimes I feel feminine, sometimes I feel masculine, it just depends. Or I'm also androgynous. I like to look like both genders to get together. So there's that. So yeah, non-binary, bisexual, which of course a lot of people flipped their shit when I came out as non-binary because people don't understand it. But anyway, let's get back to witchcraft and Wicca and all that fun stuff. Okay, hold on. Oh, God. My leg keeps falling asleep. Oh, dear God. Exactly, that too. Divine masculine, divine feminine, all of us. I do feel that everybody has masculine and feminine energies in them. Because gender itself, I know. Yes, I do plan on doing another Book of Shadows flip through when I'm done working on my newer book more. Because I started printing a Book of Shadows and putting it in a binder instead of handwriting because I cannot read my own handwriting sometimes during ritual because my handwriting is terrible, so I want to print my Book of Shadows. So I will eventually show that. And I put it in the pages in sleeve protectors because I kept getting wax and incense, ashes all over my all over my Book of Shadows. I got tired of that, so I decided to put those on there. But I will eventually do a Book of Shadows slip through, and I'm eventually going to do an altar tour, which you can see in the back here. Do an updated one because I haven't shown my altar in forever. But like I was saying, fuck my life. Damn Mercury and Gemini. I keep losing train of thoughts here. I do see energies from both genders in our bodies. Gender itself is just a construct, which I know you Trump supporters are going to flip your shit over that. Gender itself, it was just a societal thing to determine how someone looks. Like, this is supposed to be feminine, this is supposed to be male, blah, blah, blah. Your sex, this is my personal thing, is different. That is your actual biological makeup. My sex, I know, is male. I have a penis, so my sex is male, but my gender is non-binary, if that makes sense. So I know some people are going to go like, huh? They're going to flip out and not understand that, but that's what I believe. And I don't have any desires or feelings to have surgery to change the way I look because I like my body. I'm comfortable with my physical body. Being non-binary doesn't mean I have gender dysphoria. I don't have that. I'm very comfortable with my body. Now, I'm not saying being trans is wrong. I'm not saying wanting to do that is wrong. If you want to do that, if you want to feel happy with your body, then do it. I'm always supportive of my trans brothers and sisters. I will always support if they want to look on the outside how they feel on the inside. I will always support trans community. I have a lot of best friends who are trans. So, yeah. Trying to think what else. How long have I been on here? For about 30 minutes. Trying to think what else to talk about. Just basically craft-wise too. I also as I'm getting older, I used to do spells for free, tarot readings for free, all this other spiritual stuff for free. I stopped doing it. I start charging for it. Because it is my energy and it's my time that I'm using. And it's draining to do all that stuff for everybody for free all the time. So I'm like, I need to have some kind of payment back for my time, my energy. It's precious to me. So, but I don't charge $600 fucking for a spell or $150 for a tarot reading. It's pretty relatively cheap for spells. I mostly just charge to cover for the cost of the items to use because sometimes spell items can become pricey. And crystals can become pricey if I have to use them or give them to somebody. So I'll sometimes make an amulet or something. And yeah, I'm going to charge for that. It's an amulet. I made it. Or I bought the amulet and charged it and did the spell for that person. So the main thing, this bugs the crap out of me. I don't know about everybody else. I'm pretty sure everyone else who's a witch gets this shit. When somebody finds out that you're a witch, the first fucking question they always ask is, can you do a love spell? And I will always say, no, I will not do love spells for anybody. I can do spells to make you appeal more attractive or more magnetic, if that makes sense, but I will never cast a love spell. Because I won't even do it for myself. Which I don't need to, but I will never do it. Because I have done it in the past when I was a teenager, when I was first starting my craft. I learned my lesson from it, and I'll never do it again. Because love spells, especially ones to make someone else fall in love, exactly, they can bite you in the ass. Especially if you're doing it to make someone else fall in love with you, they always... it's just not actually satisfying. It's not real love. Well, that's why it's something tricky I don't touch. So I'm like, I'm good. I won't do it for anybody. I won't do it for myself. So, if you want to do it, go ahead, go do a love spell, but I'm not going to stop you. That's your prerogative. Exactly. Nobody believes in us until they need a love spell. Love spell or a money spell. That's the other thing they always come to me for, are fucking money spells. Every time. Can you cast a spell to help me win the lottery? No. Shit, wish I could. I would win the damn lottery my damn self. But then that always, see, that kind of stuff always has consequences to it. There's always something attached to that. Can you make me rich? Right, that's another question. They always ask. Can you make me rich? Can you win the lottery for me? No. If I could win the lottery, I wouldn't be stuck as a server. I would be opening up my own metaphysical store if I won the damn lottery. Because my dream has always been to be just an astrologer. Open up a little metaphysical shop and do astrology readings. It would be my dream job. Because then I don't have to go to work. I don't have to deal with stupid people. I don't have to... Well, you'll deal with rude people, but you know what I mean? I don't have to listen to other people. I'll be my own damn boss. That's the main thing with businesses. That's why I want to own my own store. And then I, of course, can wear all the damn piercings and tattoos that I want. Because my gauges that I have, my stretched ears, I want them bigger than this, but I can only go up 2 more sizes for my job, and that's it. That's the biggest I'm allowed to have them. I really want them quite big. And I want my damn my snake bites done. I want my bridge done. All kinds of shit. But I can't do that because I'm not allowed to have facial piercings. These cats are gonna get on my nerves. And we'll have to stop scratching at the damn screen. Because I don't know what it is, but like they always like to come in my room. They want in here like badly, all the time. It could be because of the altars and the energy in this room. They like it. No, bad no will tap. But anyway, I'm going to end this video because I do need to go take a shower. I need to finish organizing or whatever, like organizing and cleaning that I was doing earlier. I just wanted to sit down, make a Q&A video quick because I haven't been on here in over 2 weeks. So that's pretty much it. Thank you everybody who was here. Trump supporters, go away. You too, Danny. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day too. And Mary Part, everybody. Blessed be. Hope everyone has a wonderful day. Blessed be. Trump supporters, I pray for you. Let's see how they respond to that. Bye. If I can get it to end, that'd be great.